everyone, welcome back. I'm Di, and today I'm sharing with you my thoughts on the Monochrome Manga Club selections for the month of August. The Monochrome Manga Club is an in-real-life manga club that I host, and in our club we read 2 first-in-a-series selections, and we're currently doing 2 full series reads. So the selections for Volume 1 of Magus of the Library. This one is by Mitsu Izumi, published by Kodansha, rated teen. We also read Volume 1 of Senpai is an Otokonoko, My Cross-Dressing Classmate. This one is by Palm, published by Kodansha, rated teen. And then our 2 series reads we're doing currently are Haikyuu by Haruichi Furudate. This one's published by Viz, rated teen. So we read volumes 28, 29, and 30. And then we're also reading Tokyo Revengers by Ken Wakui. We read volumes 21 and 22. This one's published by 7 Seas, rated older teen. So because this is a first in a series impressions video, I will not be telling you my thoughts here on Tokyo Revengers or Haikyuu. But if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on these, I am sharing them in my Deesa's 19 diaries, so you can check those videos out. But what I will be sharing with you are my thoughts on our first in a series selections. So let's go ahead and start with Magus of the Library. So this one is about a boy who is poor, and he kind of looks different from most other people in their community. He's got like these pointy ears, and because of his low status and how he looks, he gets bullied, and he just really loves to read. And so he goes to the community library and tries to borrow books, but they won't allow him to borrow any books because he's poor. And so he kind of gets really discouraged and tries to find other ways to like sneak into the library. He has a friend that kind of sneaks him into the library, and one day he comes across a Kafna, who is a librarian at the like bigger central library that's in the big city. And through talking with her, you really like see his love of reading, and she encourages it. And you just kind of follow the story of this boy. And we meet him when he's pretty young at the beginning of this volume, kind of going through the hardships he has with trying to be able to read, the hardships that he and his sister have being poor, and what his sister goes through to kind of get him to go to school, and providing for him and allowing him to be able to go to school and things like that. And I really feel like this is a story that people who love to read would enjoy. They would be able to connect with our character here and his love of reading and all of the things that he experiences and goes through in trying to, read. Just read and enjoy stories. This one I really enjoyed. It's been sitting on my shelf for a very long time. I think I purchased it when it was first released and just never read it. So this one was released in 2019. Has it been that long sitting on my shelf? I'm almost positive I picked this one up when it was released. But the thing for me in not picking it up is because this is set in a historical background. And as much as I thought I would enjoy watching this boy and his love of reading and just trying to like get his hands on materials and things, I didn't think I'd enjoy it because of the setting. I am not somebody that enjoys a historical setting, mostly because of, things that had happened at that time. And I'm glad to say that though those things were included in this story, I really enjoyed the passion this character has for reading, and watching the Kafna, the librarian that he comes across, encourage that within him and like grow the kind of enthusiasm that he already has for reading and being a supportive adult, a supportive librarian in his life. And it was just such a nice story. I enjoyed it. And then as you see him experience things, and the librarians start to learn about the fact that this boy is being held back from borrowing from a place that should be open to all, regardless of social status. I just really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. And I definitely will be continuing. I do have the second volume on my shelf, because at that time I was purchasing more than one. And I'll definitely be continuing. So I'm glad that I finally got to this one. Thanks to my daughter for bringing it up as a series selection suggestion, because she's been wanting to read this one for a while as well. And so, yes, I enjoyed it. I'm sure my daughter enjoyed it as well. Kind of got mixed reviews from our manga club members, but you know, that's kind of why we like explore titles, right? You explore titles to find things that you like, and I'm glad that I finally picked this one up. So really enjoyed that one. It also has references to other manga titles. So if you've read this one, you know which other manga series were referenced. That was a really enjoyable Easter egg in that one. And so, yes, enjoyed that one a lot. The next one we have is a pretty new title. This is Senpai is an Otokonoko. So in this one, we follow a guy who cross-dresses at school. You see scenes of him as he's growing up, and he is attracted to things that are classified as more feminine things, like things that are pink, things that are cute and frilly. And so when we meet him here, he's already in high school, and he gets confessed to by a girl. And keep in mind that he cross-dresses at school, so he's in full female garb with the wig and the female school uniform. And she confesses thinking that this person is female. But when it's revealed to her that this classmate, well, it's not really a classmate, senpai, is not female, it doesn't turn her away. She, in fact, gets more fired up about going after this classmate. So it kind of follows you meeting all of the characters. So there's another character as well, the best friend of our cross-dressing senpai. And having them all like get to know each other a little bit better, and you see the progression of when this character is a little kid and likes like frilly things and is now like fully cross-dressing at school, how they deal with that at home, and the three teenagers kind of like hanging out more, getting to know each other more, is there feelings going around type of thing. I enjoyed it a lot. And so this one actually has a picture in the front, so I'll show you. This is the character in just full like usual school garb, and then we have him in his like male kind of costume. And so I enjoyed this one. It is a full color volume. It is a webtoon. I have been hit or miss on webtoon, just because I kind of feel like with webtoon, for me, the pages can kind of seem like panels from like an anime on paper as opposed to being a comic. And so I've been kind of really conflicted about webtoons in general, but this one really does feel like a comic as opposed to anime panels on a page. So I enjoyed this one a lot. I enjoyed the art style as well. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed how enthusiastic our female character got when she found out that even though the person that she really liked wasn't female, there's something that she says that I really, really liked when she was confronted with that. And I'm enjoying watching this girl kind of get to know her crush better and be part of a little friend group with the other like best friend who's a guy, and how they're all just like getting to know each other and hanging out and things like that. It does kind of give me a little bit of a feel of like that old series Otomen, which I haven't read to completion, but I have watched the live action Japanese drama adaptation of. And in that one, you have guys who like things that are more classified as feminine. So like there's a guy who can like sew and cook and things, and there's a guy that likes to apply makeup. I don't think it was to himself, but he likes to like put makeup on others. And so yeah, it kind of gave me those like vibes of Otomen, but it's different, and I enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed this one. I thought it was super cute, and I'm looking forward to seeing where the story goes. I did pick up the second volume when we were at the Barnes & Noble, so definitely will be continuing, and I enjoyed this one a lot. So those are my thoughts on our two first in a series selections. Before I let you go, I do want to let you know what we will be reading in the month of September. So we will definitely be continuing with our series reads of Haikyuu. So we have volumes 31, 32, and 33. We are in the middle of the Inarizaki game for those of you who have watched the anime or have read this series, so you know where we are currently. And then we'll also be continuing with Tokyo Revengers with volumes 23 and 24. So those will be our series reads. And then our first in a series selections are going to be volume 1 of the Hitman Stands. If you watched my July, I believe, manga haul, this was in it. So this is volume 1 of the Hitman Stands by Rintaro Oshima. This was published by Yen Press, rated older teen. So it says, the one and only legendary killing machine Owaru Endo is the strongest hitman around until he announces his retirement out of the blue. The whole underworld is stupefied, especially since the reason he's stepping down is to fully devote himself to standing his favorite idol. Trading guns for glow sticks, Owaru is ready to embrace the superfan life, or he would be, if his past could just stay buried. Thank you very much. So I thought this sounded fun. It does kind of give me the same vibe of the Geek X Hitman, which we also read for the Monochrome Manga Club. Was it a few years ago, I think? And so I thought this might be a fun one to read, especially since we read the Geek X Hitman, and to see if there's any like similarities, and that we could discuss those with the manga club. And so we'll be reading that one. And then our second first in a series selection is going to be Tune into the Midnight Heart, Finding the Girl Behind the Voice. This one is by Masakuni Igarashi, published by Kodansha, rated older teen. So it says, second year high school student Arisu has been searching for a girl with no face and no name. The only thing he knows is her voice, from the broadcast he used to listen to late at night, for which she gave the pseudonym Apollo. Yet Arisu is a scion of the great Yamabuki name and cannot be deterred. He discovers a clue to her location at a seaside high school and arranges to transfer in, only there are 4 girls in the broadcasting club, and every single one of them dreams of using her voice for a living, just like Apollo. If he's going to have a hope in hell of figuring out which one is actually Apollo, he's first going to have to earn their trust. And what better way than proving how competent he is by helping them all achieve their dreams. But will they accept his help? So I thought that might be interesting. I definitely like the art style that's on the cover here, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out and thought it would be interesting to discuss with the rest of our members. And so those will be our selections for the month of September. Let me know down in the comments below if you've read any of these selections and what you think of them, or if you will be joining us for selections in the month of September. You can always comment down below these videos and let me know what your thoughts were on our selections, or you can join our Discord, which is linked down in the description box below. And if nothing else, and you'd just like to let me know that you were here, if you could leave me some kind of bookish emoji, so maybe the book stack emoji down in the comments below, that would be greatly appreciated and would really help me out. And that will do it for me today. So I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're all safe and healthy, and until next time, take care and smile always. Bye.